Welcome back, Blazers. I'm Kevin.
And I'm Sada.
We hope you had a good, relaxing, and wonderful break.
We have so much to update you on.
Like the journalism program here at Overland, we have quite a few amazing journalism classes.
Speaking of journalism, what's a journalist's favorite exercise?
I don't know what.
Press up.
Anyway, we interviewed some people in the school yearbook and newspaper club to learn more about the processes and what they do. Here's what they had to say.
Our journalism classes are an integral part of Overland. As a fellow journalism class, we wanted to learn more about their process and new changes coming to their classes. OTV interviewed members of newspaper and yearbook to learn more.
Basically, we're doing a chronological book, which means that we cover the school week by week, and we have coverage teams that are kind of on like a 5-week plan. And so like the first week will be like, obviously they'll get assigned a week, and that'll be like their planning week, and then it'll be like kind of like interview week where you figure out your angle and what you want to ask people, and then after that you start putting the stuff on the actual spread, and then after that you get it like approved by your editors and stuff.
With Scout, our school's newspaper recently going fully online with little to no publicity, we wanted to ask why they decided to change.
The newspaper is not just about like writing the news, is also getting informed about the news, like and what's going on in our world. So I feel like in a way I've been more connected to what's going on in the world, and I feel more informed.
Both Overland and newspaper are dedicated to showing off what's happening around the O.
So the topics we usually try to cover are honestly all of them, because we want our yearbook to really reflect Overland as a whole.
The journalists discussed how their roles shaped their team as well as their writing styles when making these publications a reality.
I would say my specific role, since I'm photo editor, like it affects the product, because I guess the photos that you see within the book is what I like choose them to be.
But as editor-in-chief, I have meetings with my other editors. I talk to the advisor of our club, obviously, so that we could plan club meetings, figure out when our deadlines are going to be, and then with my editors, I talk to them about things that our staff needs.
Remember to support student journalism however you can, whether it be buying a yearbook or going to ohsscout.com. This is Allison signing off.
Yearbook and newspaper are so inspiring. I'm so glad we got to see an inside look on how their process works and what journalism means to them.
Speaking of inside looks, OTV was lucky enough to get interviews with students taking part in Culture Week.
Let's take a look.
Culture Week and Culture Night were a hit. The unique cultures at Overland were on full display during the cultural performances.
We did performances from all different types of tribes, ranging from Tigray to Walaita, Amhara, Oromo, just a lot of tribes from Ethiopia and Eritrea.
We had a couple dances, like the most famous Somali dance, which is the Danto. And we had like a couple other cultural dances, or like tribal dances, like the Shirib and like Laba Laba and stuff like that.
Presenting your cultural dances in front of a big crowd is no easy feat, and it certainly took the performers tons of preparation and hard work for the big night.
Yeah, it was hard. Long hours were put into it after school.
See, organizing this performance was something I was not prepared to do. It was very stressful from the beginning to the end because of people maybe not showing up or dropping out. But if I had the choice to do it again, I would definitely choose to do so.
The satisfaction of sharing their culture made up for all the struggles and nerves that the performers went through beforehand.
It was nerve-wracking, but it was fun, and I'm glad I was able to do it this year.
It felt good. I was really tired at the end, like you get sore after practices and stuff, but it felt good displaying my culture.
The performers looked to not only entertain, but to also educate and inspire the people in attendance.
I was trying to convey to the audience that Somali people can actually dance, and it's not weird for Somali men to know their dances and their culture.
The dances and Culture Night overall were a huge success. Congrats to all involved in this amazing event. This is Eobel signing off.
I love seeing Overland students embrace their culture. It's great to have an event like Culture Week that means so much to so many people.
And it was amazing seeing all of the events.
I heard the sports scene here at Overland has been active too.
Here's GT with a recap of our winter sports so far.
Good morning, Overland. I'm GT, your new sports host on OTV, and welcome back to this week's sports recap. We've had an action-packed week with standout performances and some unforgettable moments. Let's dive into all the action, starting with boys basketball. First up, let's talk about our varsity boys basketball team. On Saturday, they faced off against Creek in a crazy match. We showed resilience with our student section really showing out for our team. We had an amazing performance from Dante Graham, who scored 13 points and had 5 rebounds. We really went out there and showed them who's better. It was back and forth game, but Overland won 61-50. Our next matchup is tonight at 7, so be sure to come out and support our boys basketball team. Moving on to the varsity wrestling team, we had an intense tournament matchup on Saturday at Arapahoe. We are determined, and it showed. Bella Taylor and Assad Mansurov delivered an incredible performance, Bella placing second in arguably the hardest girls wrestling class at 120, only losing her first match to secure second. And Assad having a dominating performance throughout the whole tournament, giving the team a huge win. With regionals and state just around the corner, we're looking to finish the regular season strong with our next event on Thursday, home for senior night. Come pop out for our seniors. And last but certainly not least, let's talk about our girls swim and dive team. Last Thursday, they competed against Smoky Hill, and we proved we were strong in the pool. Sabina Jaram led the way, placing third in the 100-meter fly with an impressive time of 2 minutes and 38 seconds. The 200-meter medley relay team also had an amazing performance, securing third place finish. The swim team will be back in action Friday for our next meet, so don't miss out. That's all for this week's Sports Recap. It's been an incredible few weeks full of action, and we can't wait to see the next week has in store. Be sure to show up and support our upcoming games and events. I'm GT, and thanks for tuning into this week's Sports Recap.
It's great to see our athletes work hard for their sports goal.
It is, and if you want to keep up with more of the Overland sports, be sure to follow the OTV Instagram for updates.
Anyway, that's all we have for you today, Blazers.
We'll be back soon with more sports, news, and stories.
Bye, Blazers.